Hey, Shalom. It's Ellie the Empress here. So, welcome, Rainicorns. This message is for the government of the United States of America. Here's the thing. We always have to go back to the origin of America, that given name, because of the simple fact that this particular land is for the indigenous people of the land. That sounds annoying. We've already had this discussion. Here's the thing. We are still facing problems. Having discussions does not solve issues or problems. So, to the presidential candidates, Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Donald Trump, all politicians from the mayor, state representatives, governors, councilmen, commissioners. I have a proposition. It's come to my attention that other content creators who are in the space of creating content similar to mine, and we all have our own unique style. We are speaking to you directly to let it be known. We've been here to help the entire time. However, now, speaking to you all directly, this is the proposition from me. Others have their own ideas, and I will lay down mine. A bit of backstory. I intend to unify individuals on a basis of what can we do physically and actively. Entrepreneurship and land ownership, small businesses, and equity. Considering the fact that history plays a huge role in how individuals work with and communicate with each other, it seems as though you all are the only ones who are able to solidify the structure necessary without certain aspects of conflict. You all still have conflict. I have on eyelashes, so I'd prefer for someone who has a beach blonde, bad built butch body to not comment on those. With that being said, I am a published author. This is me on the back of my book. The title is Bird Dog Real Estate. Everyone could and should own real estate. That's the name of my business, and that is my belief. I'm going to throw this word out here, and I'm going to leave it. Reparations. So, here's something from page 46 that everyone needs to be concerned about. As mentioned in the above quotes from Section 5 in the Executive Order, major changes and decisions concerning crypto assets revolve around the mentioned entities and processes. As professional and ethical real estate investors, it's our duty to be up to date as these changes occur in the financial markets according to our government. This executive order was published in the Federal Register on March 14th, 2022. Joseph R. Biden, Executive Order 14067, Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets Online by Gerard Peters and John T. Woolley, the American Presidency Project. And I put the link there to let everyone who purchases the book know. I'm letting everyone know exactly where they can find the executive order that was set into policy 2 years ago in 2022 that the average everyday American citizen is unaware of, because what did I just say? Do you all in these political government seats even comprehend what I just read to you? This has gone way beyond the color of people's skin, eyes, hair, and hair texture. This has gone beyond fashion choice and identity. The entire world is making a shift and a change, and the current president of the United States, Joe Biden, has co-signed to ensure that the United States follows suit, and the average everyday individual and citizen of this country is completely unaware of how that process works. So, my proposition is for you all to work with me. I will have all the details in the description box for my research firm. My research firm is here to assist in the education of all people. Now, the individuals that I do cater to directly, they are the ones who have been underserved and marginalized for the longest time in this particular country. So that is who I would like to share my information with first, and that is my marketing. What I'm asking for you all is to get your certain memberships for as a business expense. It could be a government expense, whatever sort of tactic you all decide to use, to have access to this information and research so that you all from the inside would be able to know and comprehend and see exactly what it is that we are expressing from our perspective. Who is our perspective? Who is we? The Afro-Aboriginal beings of this land. Some of us came on slave ships. Some of us were stolen. Some of us were already here. And we are ladies. We are the girls. We are enthusiasts. Those of you who would like to join in the research project, if you have your own business, if you are a mother, if you are a teacher, if you run your own business, if you have a degree, whatever your passion is that you can write about, create content about, share and speak about with others. That's our research. We have to see things from our perspective, and everyone has to see things from our perspective in order to move forward. Because if you keep implementing policy and ideas and certain ways of being for the citizen, and it does not make sense for that citizen in a clear way, there's going to be continued issues as time goes on. It makes no logical sense for certain issues to still exist in this country. So that is the basis of my research. While I am an entrepreneur and I teach people the basis of how to get into the real estate investing industry, I know for a fact that that sounds boring as heck. And most people will not click. Most people will not be intrigued. So therefore, I must market in a different way outside of, you may enjoy this. This may be useful. Government policy requires for individuals to at least witness what is happening. So by discussing the ideals of what I'm saying in a public format, that would help the general public gain awareness of what it is that I am sharing. It will help you all. Large companies, large corporations. You all have to know how to communicate and how to work with the individual that you employ. Otherwise, there are still going to continue being issues. We all hear about the complaints of the job market. A lot of times, the excuse of lack of professionalism is not the case. A lot of times, it's the lack of adaptability to still ensure that work gets done for the corporation and company. Also making sure that the employee is being treated humane. How can that happen when there's lack of comprehension and understanding of that individual? A lot of people who create content in the space I'm in are on the levels of understanding and overstanding, which is why we are implementing the solutions that we are presenting to you today. Much gratitude and appreciation to those in office, current President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Donald Trump, and all of those who are running for president. I looked at the list, it's roughly 300 some people. That's a lot of individuals. And I can say this. because we still operate on a two-party system in the majority, it's somewhat unfair for individuals to be bombarded with all these choices and not be educated to be able to pick based off of what they believe in and those policies. We can't get that far if people don't even know what's going on. The way and how we move and utilize what we have in this country is completely changing with Web3 and blockchain technology. Let's just start there and get to policy evolution. In the meantime, changing the educational curriculums, ensuring that libraries stay open for the youth and for the general public in every area, ensuring that the resources are available and proper education of how to utilize those resources are also available for the average everyday citizen. This research can only do so much within itself